Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody had a good week. I want to talk about those fights last night. One in particular, Blaze Lewis. Lewis took the W with a KO in the second round. I called that one. I'm also going to call this. Derek Lewis is going to be the UFC heavyweight champion for sure. I want to congratulate all the winners last night. I want to congratulate all the people that didn't win, because just to get in that ring and throw them blows and just combat sports in general, you're a winner just to get in that ring. We had two female fights last night. I always like watching the females fight. They put it all in the ring, even more than the men sometimes. I feel like maybe they feel like they got something to prove. I don't think that's the case anymore. Maybe even more so. Joe Biden's first day in office, he signed an executive order allowing biological boys to compete in women's sports. I think this is a horrible thing for women. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt their competitive ability competing against men. We're just bigger and stronger. Biologically, it's not fair. All over social media the last couple weeks, there was talk about this MMA fighter, this dude who went in the ring and broke some woman's skull. I think this happened a couple of years ago, but they're calling this dude brave for jumping in the ring dressed like a girl to fight a woman. I don't find that brave at all. He should have dressed like the girl and fought a man, because he is a man, no matter what you might think. If you have a penis and you were born a dude, you're a dude no matter what kind of clothes you put on. I don't think there's anything wrong with being a transgender. You have the right to dress and be whoever you want to be. But when it comes to physical competition, men are men and women are women. We're not all created equal, period. Over the last couple of years, there were a lot of men that competed in female athletics, and you could see by the statistics, these men, it wasn't fair. It was like the game was rigged. I mean, you're talking in the relay races, they almost just blew these women out the water. In the fight game, they're breaking skulls. This isn't fair. That was a bad executive order that our new president signed, and I think it's going to hurt women and the progress that women made in the athletic community. It's just being a downfall right now. Women need to stand up and stop this. Listen, if women want to compete in men's sports, more power to you. If you want to go into a men's league and fight a man, rock and roll, that's your choice. But I don't think a man should be able to go and compete in a women's league. It's just not fair. If a woman wants to do it, I think that's absolutely fine, because now she's taking that risk on her own, and she's actually putting herself into that. Where if you're just going to allow a man to do it, that's unfair, period. I wanted to keep this under 2 minutes. Unfortunately, we're about 3.5, so I want to wrap this up. I want to congratulate all the fighters from last night. UFC, boxing, there was a lot of fights on. Everybody did great. I enjoyed it. It was very exciting. I just wanted to touch base on the transgender. We're all equal talk, because it's absolutely ridiculous. Men are built different than women. Women are built different than men. Listen, if you're a top competitor in a women's sport and you feel that there's no woman out there that could compete with you and you want to move into the men's division, rock and roll. But I don't feel a man should be rocking and competing with the women. It's unfair, and it's a rigged game. What's happening today with equality, equity, whatever they're trying to call this, it's all nonsense, and it's ruining the sports, and it's impeding progress for women. Women need to stand up and stop this nonsense. Happy Sunday. Have a great week. Stay positive. Keep a good attitude. You change your attitude, you change your life. Rock and roll. I'll talk to you again soon.